Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around tonight, and I wanted to do a review for you guys on a new unexpected one that I actually got a few days ago, and you guys have seen this a couple times on the channel already. Bring home and kind of an update on the progress of it, but I wanted to do a real good review on it today. This particular one actually, as far as I can tell, was probably made right around 1970. I actually have the original box and original manual for it that came with it, and the hang tag is right here up on the wall. But this is really pretty cool. It was missing the magazine. I did search online. This is an aftermarket one. It is 3D printed, but the only one I found of an original one, the guy wanted over $100 for it, so I wasn't going to pay that for a little piece of plastic for this gun. I mean, if it was this one was in perfect shape, other than that, maybe I would have considered it. Probably not, but this one's actually working pretty good. It's pretty cool. It has a peep sight on the back, really pretty nice. A protected post in the front here, and it's really pretty cool. It's working really well. These are, according to the manual, it says it should be around 350 feet per second, and I actually did the chronograph before I started the video up just so I wouldn't be frustrated, and actually I didn't get one error, so I guess it's just my luck. When I get on camera it starts goofing up on me. But here's a screenshot of the 5 shots I took with it. Had an average velocity, I think it was 378 feet per second. Again, the manual says this should be doing around 350 peak, so to be doing 378 average, I think I had a high of 380 something, but it's pretty good. That's a lot more than, you know, real souped up daisies will do. So, and this is just a spring powered air gun as well. It does have a really, it looks like a pretty ingenious valving system in there that kind of holds the air back until the spring builds up some pressure, and then it lets it burst forward with more pressure. So that is pretty cool. I'm afraid to take it apart in case I can't get it back together. I'm not really afraid, but I may take it apart and take a look at it one of these days. But for now, it's really working well, so I'm not going to mess with it. I did want to do a quick trigger pull for you guys, and it's not a great trigger. It's pretty heavy. It's typical BB gun trigger, but let's go ahead and see what we can see. I'm guessing 5 or 6 pounds. There's a couple BBs in here, so I'll point it into my rag box here. So I had 6 pounds, 5.2 ounces. I'm getting pretty good at guessing these triggers. It's not bad though, it's manageable. Let's do one more. Alright, that one was 5 pounds, 14.9 ounces, so we got an average of 6 pounds, 2.1 ounces. So that's pretty cool. I really think this is a great design. It's too bad they discontinued them. So the original design of this was, they called it the V350. I'm still looking for one of those. Just kind of chanced upon this one. Actually, one of my coworkers brought it in and gave it to me. But the original design from the early 60s was called the V350. And then in, I believe it was 1966, they came out with this M1 carbine looking version of it. And the original first couple years were wood stocked, but then in like 67, 68, they switched to these, they called it crosswood plastic stocks, and these ones continued, I think, till 1976. But it's a pretty cool gun. So it has a charging handle here, and you pull that back, and it actually, I don't know if I can get that on camera there, but see this front port right here? You pull that back and it opens up the BB loading port right there, and you drop in to hold up to 22 or 25 BBs. Then you close that back down, and now you're ready to shoot. It does have another hole right here to allow you to put some oil in there. This magazine is, even though it's an aftermarket, it does follow the design of the original one, where it's got a little cover here. You can open the cover up and store extra BBs in there. I don't know if this particular one will hold as many as the original. The original claims to hold up to 270, but it just slides in like that. There's a little spring in there, and the catches it in the back and holds it in place. Apparently this was a very common thing for people to lose. A lot of them that I've seen are missing this. So, but I picked this up for just a small amount from a guy on eBay, and for the condition this gun is in, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not perfect either. It's definitely plenty good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and, I do have a few BBs in here still, but I'm going to go ahead and load a few more in here, and then we'll take some shots. I have a splatterburst down there. We'll take a handful of, just see what kind of group we can get out of it, and then I'll put a can up and see what we can do to a can. I'm not sure how many were already in there, so. Pretty full right there. Okay, so to arm it, you push the barrel back and pull it out. Now that is very reminiscent of, I actually have a couple of them here, but I'll just pull one of them down. This is my Quackenbush #1. And that one also works the same way. I can decock it so we don't have to shoot it, but so this is supposed to shoot 21 caliber felted slugs, which I have seen one person selling those, and they wanted way more than I was willing to pay. But I have shot 20 caliber slugs or pellets like you would use in a Sheridan rifle, and they work fairly well. So that is the almost identical design as far as action goes to this BB gun here. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. I like the peep sight. Although it is a little tough to see. Oop, hit a little low there. I haven't adjusted this and it's down all the way. I haven't really played much with the shooting at a target. Mostly just been plinking cans with it. That's better. That first one must have just been a can't believe how quiet it is. the daisies, when you get these daisies that are shooting 350 plus feet per second, which I've built a couple of them, they're usually making some noise. So other than that first one, that's a pretty darn good looking group for a BB gun. Not bad, not bad at all. Let me get my can set up and we'll check that out. All right, I've got the can all set up that I've been working on for a day or two here, not too long. 300 and 378 is more than enough for a soda can. Lots of power. The trigger actually doesn't feel too bad on it. A little heavy, but it's manageable with this platform here. Oh, I think that went through already cut place. Or I may have. So the problem, and I've had this with my SKS, has a very similar front sight. Sometimes if you look through the peep, you see one of these wings here instead of the center post, and it fools you to think it's the actual but it's a pretty cool rifle. Gun, whatever you want to call it. BB gun. And I didn't want to do a review on it until I got that magazine. Just didn't look right without the magazine, but it definitely looks the part now. So that is pretty cool. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.